Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the first part of my weight loss journey. This was from grade 10 to the end of grade 12 where I lost roughly 90 pounds. So what we're looking at on screen here is my diet. My diet was pizza, Pop-Tarts, a lot of cupcakes, fast food, basically the food that wasn't healthy, and a lot of sugary cereals. We had cakes. This is kind of food that everybody eats today just out of convenience, and it's not any food that I would suggest somebody to eat on a regular basis. Now these foods do have a purpose and a time for them, which is kind of like when you're on the go and you're running behind and don't have anything else prepared, you gotta eat something. But to do this on a daily basis, it's gonna add up. And as the result of this, this is generally how I looked from grade 5 to grade 7, and I roughly weighed 180 pounds there. And then again in grade 8, where my weight was probably around 185, but I just grown taller. Now this picture was Christmas of 2009 going into 2010. This was me in 2010. I was roughly 240 pounds. So this was me at about 230 pounds at the start of losing all my weight, and often I got called words like fat, slow, lazy, and obese. Those words kind of stung, and they often made me feel like I had no confidence. I was ashamed of who I was uncomfortable, I was very defensive, I was hopeless, and I was like always down on myself. So I knew moving forward I needed a change. I needed to change my diet, my activity, and my current habits. For me, activity was never a thing, and diet, as you already saw earlier in the video, probably was not a good thing either. And my current habits were really bad too. I would often overeat, eat food when I wasn't even hungry, and just eat food to just satisfy my cravings. Now, like I stated earlier, this was me at about 230 pounds, May of 2010. So this was just right in the beginning. This is where I needed to change. Then we moved to November of 2010, where I was 195 pounds. So the weight was coming down. Then we moved to May of 2011. So exactly like a year later, I'm down to 155 pounds, which is an incredible amount of weight to lose over that year time frame and even stick with it for a year. Right here I felt pretty good about myself, but I always thought that like I could lose a little more. So wanting to lose a little bit more weight here, I had to take a little bit more drastic approach to how I ate and how I exercised. Now it led to some unhealthy habits here where I would often over-exercise just so I could eat some sort of food. So for example, one would be a blizzard. I really wanted a blizzard one day, so I just extended my runs for that day, so then that way I could get my treat, so I could get my blizzard. Now that is an unhealthy relationship with food. So right here I weighed 135 pounds. This was at the end of my running, my distance running and my biking, because this is where I started to clue in and notice that I needed to get bigger. I needed to add some size on. So as you can tell, I still lost a tremendous amount of weight, but yeah, some things were very unhealthy the way I did it. So stay tuned for part 2 coming up there next week. We're going to be talking about how I got to 135 to 200 pounds. And then part 3 is going to be focusing on how I was able to get myself out of 200 and then onto a stage. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and comment below any questions.